All right, so we have some new news. It's being reported that Kevin Durant could potentially end up in San Antonio as an option in this offseason. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of this potential decision because I just don't think that move puts him in immediate contention to compete for an NBA championship. I still think they would have to make some other moves and fill out the rest of that roster with logically what they would potentially have to give up to bring him in. I just don't think it's a good fit, even though it would be exciting to see. Still think that that team and that roster is too inexperienced to match what KD brings to the table, which is ultimately at this stage in his career, he's trying to win rings. If he's going anywhere, it's so he can win a ring. And I don't think that's a move that puts him in the best situation to do so. I think somewhere like Houston could be better than San Antonio because those guys are young and upcoming. They have the defenders, they have the talent. And with what they would potentially have to give up, they could still keep a big part of their roster to bring a guy like KD in and still immediately contend. And especially with the coach of Ime Udoka, he's a great coach, and I think he would bring the best out of Kevin Durant. Not that he needs that, but I think it would only help. Now, another scenario where he could potentially go to is New York. I think that would be a good fit for him as well, too, because him playing alongside Jalen Brunson, maybe if you exchange him for Cat, and you're able to keep McCall and OG, that's a great fit. You put KD at the 4, and you have Mitchell Robinson at the 5. It's something you definitely have to explore because it can make sense. Because you were missing a guy like that. Brunson, when they keyed in on him and he was getting locked down, that's not something that can happen to Kevin Durant. He's too talented. He's still too good, even at this stage. There's no one that can legitimately lock him down. You can probably make it tough for him, but at the end of the day, he's still 7-footer. He's still going to get his shot off. He's still going to do what he does best, put the ball in the cup. Other than that, I'm not a big fan of the San Antonio move. Try to explore other options, maybe, like we've said, New York. We've said potentially Houston. I just think San Antonio is not a good fit for him at this stage of his career. Their timeline is too young. Even their timeline is more geared around De'Aaron and Victor, and KD doesn't fit that. Go somewhere else. There's some guys, some veteran presence on that team, guys that have experience, maybe some youth, but you don't want to go into a situation that's as fresh as San Antonio. A lot of those guys don't have the experience that you're looking for. So it is going to be an interesting offseason. I'm expecting him to be the first domino that falls once he gets traded. It's not about if, more so about when. And I'm excited to see what follows after that, with potentially Giannis being moved as well, that's not 100% certain, but I'm interested to see how that plays out as well. We'll see what happens.